In your business, should you be focusing on brand building, marketing, content, social media, building your email list? Like, what should you be doing? Not only is it what you should be doing, but which order should we be doing this and where should we focus first? If we don't get it right, this is how we end up doing so much in our business, but seeing very little progress as far as growth. I'm going to explain what you should focus on and what you should focus on first as far as priority. I'm Chris. I've grown online coaching businesses to over 7 figures. I just want to give you the secrets to do the same. I only know how confusing this is because everybody tells us we should focus on all of those things while being one human being. How do we do all of it? And I'll tell you, all these things are important to do, but there's certain times where you should focus more energy on one sector before you move on to the rest of it. Just remember this one concept. When you try to figure anything out and what order you should put it in, you should always focus on the end goal first as your North Star. In business, whether you like it or not, money is your North Star. That is the best way to see whether your business continues to grow, whether it dies. You need money to sustain your business. That is your end goal, is the money. So what we need to do is work backwards from this. In order to get money into your business, what do you have to do? There has to be some kind of transaction. A credit card, cash, somebody needs to give you money. First and foremost, as a foundation, there needs to be something that you give them in return for their money. This process is called sales. You're like, thanks nerd, that's super hard to figure out. I get it. That's not the hard part. This is the part most people fail to figure out. No matter what you focus on, if you focused on your logo, if you focused on building a website, if you wanted to build an LLC, any of that, it all has to flow through sales. If you build a website and they go and check out, you still have to build some sort of sales process. If they go to your website and book a phone call with you, you still have to go through a sales process. Same with posting content. If you post content, they have to go through a sales process. Branding, sales process, marketing, sales process. Do all of these things make the sales process easier? Yes, absolutely. But regardless, no matter how we look at it, it still has to flow through some sort of sales process, which means that the first thing you should focus on in your business is having a good sales process. Every single business owner or entrepreneur needs to learn how to do sales or they will fail at one point or another. You can ask the highest level people and you can ask the people that make 20 bucks a day or whatever. They still have to sell themselves to some degree. If you don't know sales, that is how you get wrecked. You do sales every single day of your life. You have to sell your child and convince them why they need to brush their teeth instead of just skipping it and going to bed. If you're giving a presentation in front of a bunch of executives, you have to learn how to sell that product. You have to learn how to sell yourself. You're doing it every single day. Some people just do it unconsciously. They say, I hate sales, I don't want to do it, but they do it every single day, not knowing that they do. There's people who consciously do it and consciously get better. Those are the people that always do really good at sales. If you make it a priority to get really good at sales, it's going to be hard for your business to fall because you can always fall back on this skill set. And no matter if you get good at all these, you still have to have this skill set. So this is the most important thing to focus on first thing in your business. But wait. What if I just get somebody to do sales for me? Good question. Some business owners truly don't like sales, so they delegate it to somebody else. They hire an agency, they hire salespeople. Here's the problem. If you don't know your own sales process, let's say that agency or your team makes a mistake, you don't know how to fix it, they can't adjust it, you continue to lose money. You can't manage something that you don't understand. Even if you delegate your sales process, you need to be able to manage it. You need to know what goes right and what goes wrong and how to adjust it. This is the blood life of your business. Everything flows through sales. If you don't have that figured out, your whole business crumbles. This won't matter, 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 this won't matter because you can't sell. Therefore, you will not get money. So that's the first thing I believe you should focus on. Then you just work backwards from this. In order to get somebody to the sales process, what do you need? I think marketing is very important. Marketing is just garnering people's attention. If you get enough attention to the right people, you still have to send them through some sort of sales process, but without marketing, there's no one to put through the sales process, which is why it's very important as well. So once you dial in some sort of sales process, you have something to sell, you need to focus on marketing. This is kind of a large bucket because obviously brand and content falls into marketing to some degree. The tough part about building a brand and content is that it takes a while to ramp up before people follow you, before people trust and believe in you. There's other ways to market without these, and I like to have a process where I know if I put in $1, I'll be able to get more dollars in return. And if I can crack that system and that keeps running and I have a dialed in sales process, it means my business is going to continue to thrive. Even if I don't have content, even if I don't have a brand. Once I have that marketing machine running, like advertisement, that's where I start focusing on brand and content. These are very high level activities, but even though it's a very high level activity, I don't believe it's the first thing that you should focus on. I know so many people that put out content every day, have millions of followers, and they make no money because they don't have a sales process. Don't let the vanity metrics fool you to believe that everybody who has a massive following makes a lot of money. If you have the attention, but you don't have a process to take them from purely attention to paying customers, you still don't make money. And that's the mistake a lot of people make. Once you have a sales process, and then you start building your brand and content, that is where you have a money printing machine. And then you throw ads on top of that, now you're working with organic and you're working with paid media. And you have a dialed in sales process and you have something good to sell, it's over. Look, an LLC is important, a website is important, a logo is kind of important, but trust me, before you make money, an LLC is not going to do you any good, a website's not going to do you any good if you don't have a sales process or anyone to sell to, a logo barely does anything, but these are the things a lot of people focus on because they believe that's what's most important. What's most important is you have something to sell it, you make money, you take that money, you put it back into marketing to get more attention, and then you build out your brand and put out content to pump steroids into your system. So I promise you, if you focus on exactly what I said and you're starting out in an online business, this is going to give you tremendous growth. You're going to have a strong foundation. You replace yourself in sales with a team, you pay money on advertisement, you focus on content and brand building. Now this system is just going to pump money continuously. If you're a musician or you're any kind of creative that's really talented in what you do and you want to teach other people how to do it, I'm going to leave a link down below to a free training that shows you how to build high ticket offers that you can sell for like $3,000 per person. And I'll show you how to do the marketing and the entire system to have a profitable business that runs nearly on autopilot and prints cash. Subscribe if you found this helpful. I'll see you in the next video.